It is well known that the human body is accompanied by a microbiome, a set of microorganisms that we carry around with us. Several pounds of microorganisms, in fact, so many cells that the cells of the microbiome by far outnumber the number of human cells which we have. These microbes can cause disease, but for the most part, they interact with us in healthy ways, and often disturbances in this microbiome can be associated with disease. While the overwhelming majority of the microbiome are bacteria, there are also fungi involved. They are not as diverse nor as numerous as the bacteria. They only represent, say, 0.1% of the microbiome. But nevertheless, they are there. They are a little harder to study. Their thicker cell walls make it more difficult to isolate DNA, and for that reason, they are not completely understood. Variations in which fungi compose the mycobiome are noted, say, between preterm infants and infants born at term, at healthy individuals and those who have COPD and cystic fibrosis. While some of these fungi are clearly opportunistic pathogens that, given a weakened immune system, they can cause disease, others help the immune system achieve normal immunity by, say, stimulating the types of cells known as Th17 cells, and they can inhibit the spread of pathogenic microbes. For example, there are a number of fungal species associated with the mycobiome of the oral cavity. These include species which are typically there, part of the core microbiome, and then others which are variable. Some studies have identified additional species, other studies have identified a different set of species. Some of these fungi are capable of causing disease, but are also present in the oral cavities of healthy individuals. Over 150 species have been identified in the gut, with certain species, including common types of yeast, being the most common. The fungi of the gut can vary with diet. Some are introduced in the diet, and some can have complex interactions with other gut microbes, such as bacteria, forming communities. Some, such as the two common yeasts here, are protective against the diarrheal disease, which is caused by Clostridium difficile, more commonly known as C. diff. While yeasts are a common cause of inflammation of the vagina has a normal mycobiome, which includes yeast Candida albicans as the major species, a number of other species of Candida which can be present, and then a number of other genera of fungi which can also be present in healthy women. Thus, fungi interact with human bodies. Not only can they cause a few diseases, and can the spores which we inhale inflame the lungs and perhaps contribute to asthma and other disorders, but also there is a mycobiome, a set of fungal species which typically inhabit the human body and can benefit the human body.